Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, my name's Jen, and I'm a self-taught nail enthusiast. Except for today. Today, I just felt like getting pretty. I will have my IPSY Glam Bag X from February and my Glam Bag Plus from this month. And I just kind of wanted to use some of the products, like do a nice little face cleaning and, skincare, and then put a little bit of makeup on. Nothing crazy, just a touch. And I figured, why not invite you guys to come with me on this journey? Remember, this is a combination of 2 months. So this is all the stuff I have. This is a little pamphlet that you get with the box. Addison Rae was the curator for the Glam Bag X. If you're not familiar with IPSY, they have 3 different box options now. So they have the Glam Bag Plus, and Glam Bag X. The Glam Bag X only runs every 3 months, and it's like this huge box that you get with all these like crazy good items. I am no way, in any way, shape, or form like affiliated with IPSY. I have a link down below if you like what you see and you want to join. I don't know what I get from that if you do use my link, but this is what I have. Literally everything that I own as far as like makeup and skincare, besides a few things, is from IPSY. That's how I've grown my collection, so that's why I'm using it today. And it's good stuff. I can't complain. I'm too cheap. I would never spend this amount of money on these actual products if it weren't for IPSY. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get started with this face wash. It is the Soul Clean Probiotic Balancing Cleanser. I used this the other day and I actually really liked it because it's a foaming cleanser, so it got me nice and clean. Now, this is gonna be a little bit awkward because I'm sitting down in front of my sink in my bathroom. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wet this thing right here. So I have one of these little like reusable sponges, and I'm just gonna wet my face with this. So I'm gonna squirt a little bit of this stuff on my hands, and I'm just going to lather it up on my skin. Now, I use another tool that came in one of my Glam Bag boxes, and I'm going to use that. This is so awkward. Don't worry, guys. I'll figure it out. By the way, we got a new camera, and I'm testing that out today, so I hope everything looks nice. So this is a PMD, like facial, I don't know, thing. It's like a pulsating brush, and I do like to use this to wash my face with, so I'm just gonna do that. So I just keep adding water to this thingy to, keep the suds going. Once I feel like I've cleansed enough, then I'll rinse this off. I do like this thing. It's like $120 or $30. I would never spend that much money on something like this. You can definitely get other ones for cheaper. Do I actually know if the pulsating does anything? Not really. Do I care? No. I like it because it's gentle. Like, it doesn't have like hard bristles. When I put on like my oils and things like that on my face and my serums, I do like to use that and just kind of like rub it in. So this is getting kind of dried out now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and rinse it off and I'll be back. Okay, so now that I'm all rinsed off and I towel dried my skin, the next product that I'm going to use is this Soothe and Smooth eye cream. Yes, I'm doing the YouTube thing because it helps focus on the product. This is by MZ Skin or Ms. Skin. I don't know how to say that, but it's a Soothe and Smooth Hyaluronic Brightening Eye Complex Serum. I don't know. The rest is not in English. So I'm just gonna take a little bit. It smells good. It smells very like natural, fresh, ingredients, no added like scents or anything. And I just take a little bit on my ring finger and I just kind of like tap that under my eyes and out where my crow's feet are too, because I hate my crow's feet. So I just tap that in, and then I also put some on like the upper part of my eyelid, and then I just kind of gently rub it in. Do I always use my ring finger? No, but that's what they say you're supposed to use when you rub eye creams in. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Just gently tap, and then I just sort of like gently rub it in. I do want to preface by saying that you do not need to use any of these products. You do not need to go out and buy any of them. I don't know anything about skincare. I just know that I've been getting really nice products and I've been trying to take care of my skin. And a lot of these things do help me, I'm not gonna lie. I would use a toner, but I don't have a toner right now. I did just buy one off of IPSY. That's another thing, like you can buy stuff for really cheap on there too. But the next product that I have is this Facial Radiance Niacinamide by First Aid Beauty. This is something right up my alley that I need. I have a lot of acne scarring, especially on my cheeks and sunspots because I'm horrible and I don't always wear sunblock outside, which that'll be the next product that I put on. But I love a good serum. So I'm gently gonna put this on my face and then I use that little PMD vibrating product. I don't know what you call this thing. Someone tell me what you call this thing. So the other side is kind of like ridged and there's 4 settings on here. So it's like more of like a slow, I don't know if you can hear that, and it gets faster. And then there's like a pulsating option. Don't make any dirty jokes, okay? It's not what this is for. And then I just use it and I just kind of like rub like the creams and I do my face like this. It's almost like using one of those like gua sha tools, but that's what I do with my face. Just continue to do that until it's all absorbed into my skin. It's all absorbed, I turn this little guy off. I do clean it just so, I don't know, there's not like product buildup or anything in there. And then the next thing that I like to use is this CEO Glow by Sunday Riley. This wasn't in this month's box, but I did get it in a Glam Bag X. I just do a couple drops of that. And when I say a couple, I mean a couple because it does deposit a decent amount of oil onto your skin, but it's like a good oil. You know, it doesn't leave your skin feeling all oily. And then I will just rub this myself and I just kind of like press it into my skin. Why? Because I saw someone on TikTok doing that. So yeah, that's what I'll do. Normally I would finish off with this Volition moisturizer. Please focus. There we go. Okay, and it's like a green tea or Yupon tea moisturizer. Really nice, but I don't like using it a lot because A, it's really expensive and I don't want to ever have to replace it because I like it so much, but it's really, really, really expensive. So I'm gonna go in with this Juice Beauty moisturizer with SPF because I need to start wearing SPF. I go outside a lot with my son, especially when it's nice out. We're outside. I don't stay in the house when the sun is out. And I don't wear sunblock. And I got sunburned the other day at my eldest son's soccer game. I'm really trying to not get sunburned. The only problem with a lot of these moisturizers that contain SPF is they do exactly what this is doing right now, and it gives me a weird white cast on my face, and I don't like it. But I'm gonna put makeup on, so maybe it will be okay. And then I also put it on my hands because it says to do that. And it's right. Even though I have like sweatshirts on and stuff like that, my hands to get a little sun. And I will never forget someone saying, and I don't remember where I heard this, but they basically said that your hands and your neck are the first signs of aging. Your face can look young, but your neck and your hands will tell exactly how old you are. And I definitely got some old looking hands right now, so I need to moisturize and put sunblock on them. All right. The last beauty product I think that I have here that I'm going to use is this Lily Lash Level Up Lash Enhancement Serum. I don't usually use these things, but I'm going to today. I have one that I bought like right after my chemo ended. I don't know, I used it for a while. I didn't really notice any difference, to be honest with you. So I don't know, I just kind of stopped using it, but I'll give this a try. It says to use it every day for 2 weeks, and then after that, if you notice a difference, then you just have to use it like once a week, I think it said. I'll put the instructions up there. I did look at the ingredients. I mean, it's mostly like natural ingredients, like natural extracts and like plant extracts and oils and that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I'm about to put it in my brows too, to be honest with you, because my brows are really lacking. Something that people don't talk about is when you go through chemo, you don't just lose the hair on your head. You lose your eyebrows, your lashes, all of your body hair, armpit, legs, you name it. So that's that. But, you know, my eyebrows and my eyelashes, they're really sparse these days. So I think I'm going to start by filling them in, actually. And I just have a spoolie and this puppy. Whoops. This puppy. So I've been doing this lately, and honestly, it really helps a lot. All right, so I did ask you guys I asked you to ask me questions on Instagram, and only like a couple people answered me, sadly. But I figured I'd go ahead and answer them for you today. So the first question was, how do you do your right hand when you are right-handed? So you'd be using your left hand to do your right hand. Practice. That's all I can say. Practice and lots of cleanup brushes. Have that alcohol or whatever cleanup solution you are using, like right there with a brush, ready to wipe anything off. When it comes to gel products, I cannot say this for dip or acrylic because it's not the same. But when it comes to gel and polygel, anything could be wiped off. Even nail polish, regular nail polish. As long as you have something to clean it up with, whether it's nail polish remover or alcohol, you can clean up any mistakes that you make. And it comes to nail art and things like that on the right hand, or on your non-dominant hand, I should say, it's just practice. Practice. Everyone says like hold your breath. I don't find that works. You guys know I have really shaky hands. I notice it like a lot when I'm editing and stuff, especially when I'm using my left hand. I honestly don't have like a secret of how to control that. It's just I take a deep breath, I focus on what I'm doing, and if I mess up, I just clean it up and try again. Sometimes it takes me like 3 or 4 times to do something, and you guys don't see that because of editing, obviously. All you see is like the end result and the one time that it looks good. But there are plenty of times where I do something and I have to wipe the whole thing off because it didn't look good. And that just happens, you know? If you have to start over, you have to start over. It is what it is. It's not a big deal. So I have to wait for that to dry. So while that's drying, I think I will move on to concealer. They did give us some skin masks this month from IPSY, but I'm not going to use those. I'll use one of those tonight. It's a multivitamin brightening. It illuminates, exfoliates, and strengthens. Sounds very lovely. We got 2 palettes, lip gloss, and eyeliner. Oh, primer I forgot about. We also got this dry shampoo, but I don't need that right now because my hair is curly and I just washed it. And yes, this is my natural hair. It didn't grow back like this after chemo. My hair is just naturally curly. A lot of people ask me that too. So, okay. So, while that's drying, let's move on to primer, which they gave us the Professional, but this is the hydrating primer. I've never used this one before, so I'm gonna use it today. I need to be hydrated, don't we all sometimes? So I'm just putting like that much on my finger. I'm just gonna rub it in, especially right here. This is where my large pores are. I'm not gonna put it all over my face because I think I have enough like moisturizing items going on right now. I am so sorry if I'm looking down. I do have a mirror right here and the viewfinder is like right next to it, which I have a viewfinder now, guys. Well, I have it hooked up to an iPad, so, but I can at least see what I'm doing now. And I'm hoping that will help my videos. Next, I will do concealer. Oh my gosh, I forgot about this brush. That's what I was gonna get. They gave us this like brush, and check this out, okay? It is like a multi-purpose, okay, 4-ended brush, and it's by Ali Pop. That is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I did use it, by the way. I wet this little sponge, and I accidentally ripped it though, so that kind of stinks. I did use it the other day. It was kind of cool, but I used the little sponge side dry. It wasn't that great. I got this Violet Voss palette that is just absolutely stunning. As you can see, I've used this one. But I want to use the Item Beauty on the Daily by Addison Rae because I just want to do like a light brown, like in the crease kind of thing. I'm not going for like, I'm not going out. I'm going to get my kid from preschool for Christ's sakes. So brows feel decently dry, but I'm going to let them keep going. So I'm going to start with concealer. And I just do a little bit of this like under my eye, especially up in this area where I have dark circles and whatnot. And I might put some down here on my chin and maybe just a little bit like on my forehead here. So basically all over my face. I do use concealer pretty much like foundation nowadays. I don't really wear a lot of foundation anymore. So I'm just going to go ahead and like pat that in. And that was the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. And I used the shade 10 Fair. I was reading like the French side that said Claire. And I was like, oh my god, I'm wearing clear. Not that white, but I am pretty pasty. It's okay. All right, I'm gonna finish blending this and I'll be back. Hey, I'm back. I applied some powder. I did some liquid blush, a little bit of contour, not contour, but like bronzing, and brows and mascara. I don't want to talk about my brows. They're not sisters, they're not twins, they're not even distant relatives. They're there, okay? The next question that I wanted to mention though, while I use this Item Beauty palette, I'm just gonna put a little bit in my crease. Someone asked me, how are you doing? And I thought that was just like a really nice, genuine question to ask. I'm doing okay. I have good days and I have bad days. That happens with anybody or anything, I think. I just finished my physical therapy, my inpatient physical therapy, a couple weeks ago. And, they told me that I was looking great and everything was looking good. I looked stronger and whatnot. I just feel like it went by really, really fast. And I feel like I should still be doing physical therapy. I feel like when I am not doing physical therapy, I have a tendency to just kind of like fall back a little bit. And because I'm not exercising every day, or really like I don't have the time to exercise every day. I have a 3-year-old son to take care of and a 13-year-old, and it takes up a lot of my time. But I am doing well. I do feel stronger. Like I feel like I'm getting stronger as far as my walking goes. I'm using a cane now, like a 4-quad cane, and it's working. I do feel like I'm doing better. I just fear that like I'm gonna walk backwards, like things are gonna go back to the way they were, where I wasn't able to do much again, and that scares me. It makes me nervous to think about that, to be honest with you. But I'm working on myself. I am trying to eat better. I'm trying to feel better about myself and be more confident in myself. So that's kind of what like today was for me. I just kind of wanted to like take care of myself, because I don't know about you, but when I look better, I feel better. I don't know if that's weird or if that's just a me thing, but that's how I feel. So sometimes I just like to put on a little bit of makeup and start my day off right, I guess. But I do appreciate that question. It's like kind of making me tear up a little bit, because it's just nice that someone asks you how you're doing. I don't know. I know a lot of you don't follow me on Instagram because maybe you don't have Instagram, but it's the same name as here. It's just Luxe Nails by Jen on Instagram. And I had posted a couple weeks ago a little bit of my cancer story and my cancer journey, and by a little bit I mean like maybe a fraction of everything that has happened and everything I've gone through. It's definitely been a journey, and it's been a lot for one person to have to go through in a couple years, and it was really scary, and I still have like PTSD from the whole thing, to be honest with you. I do see a therapist. I see a psychologist. I am on medication for depression and anxiety. And you know what? I wouldn't think otherwise for anyone that had to go through something like this. And I think that people need to talk about stuff like that because it's important, because there's a lot of shame and embarrassment that goes along with, dealing with mental health issues. And I don't think it should be that way, especially since I really needed to be on medication a long time ago, but I was too afraid to actually talk to anybody about it. Sorry, I don't really talk to anyone about stuff like that. But I just think people should be able to talk about things like that openly and not be embarrassed by it or feel ashamed by it. Because you know what? Everybody goes through something in their life, and whether it's cancer or a death or a relationship or whatever it is, or you're just born that way. And you know what? It should be something that people can talk about openly. Anyways, thank you for asking me that question. I am doing okay. I know I'm like tearing up right now, but I am doing good. So the next thing I'm going to use is the Stila Stay All Day Smudge Stick waterproof eyeliner, and I'm just going to put that like in my waterline. I was going to do a little wing, but I've already like put mascara on and stuff, so I decided not to do that. I'm going to bring it back 90s style and put black eyeliner in my waterline, because honestly I like the way that looks. We'll see how smudge proof this actually is, since I'm tearing up right now. I want to say thank you to everyone that commented on that post on my Instagram channel, because it was really nice of you. I'm so sorry. All you can see is my head. I just want to say thank you to all of you, because I really appreciate it. I hate to like bring it up all the time, but it's something that I'm like still dealing with. So it's not like, you know, a 10-year-old story. Like I got diagnosed. I know I said in the post 2020 because that's when I started physically receiving treatment, but I actually got diagnosed in 2019 and then started radiation treatment in February of 2020, and then had my first surgery to remove the tumor in April of 2020. So everything, honestly, the past couple years, I feel like time has just like merged into one moment with COVID and just all this. So thank you for your support on that, and thank you for your support on my channel, and I hope that you like videos like this. I just wanted to try something different today, and I hope that I actually put it on YouTube. But this is my face. This is like my no makeup or like everyday makeup that I would just wear to like, I don't know, go to the doctors or like go see a friend or something like that. Like I don't really wear a lot of makeup anymore. I used to like pack on the full coverage foundation, but I find that my skin looks better and is getting better when I don't put a lot of products on. And yes, I know I talk with my hands a lot. I'm sorry. I'm from Long Island, and that's what we do. But I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for supporting me and watching. And I hope that you really enjoyed this video. And we are almost at 2,000 subscribers. I can't believe that. It took me a whole year to get to 1,000, and it's only taken me 3 months to get to 2,000. That's insane to me. So thank you so much. And if you are watching and you're not already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go down and click that little button. Please give this video a thumbs up. Camera, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that bell notification button so you never miss a video with me. Bye guys!